Hello, hola, welcome back. I'm your girl, Rena MoMoney, and today we're going to talk about which niche in the real estate industry makes you the most money. Often I get the question, should I be a wholesaler or should I be a landlord or should I flip properties? What should I do, or should I just become a realtor? I get that question quite a bit. And today we're going to discuss which niche is a good niche for you and why. So if you're asking the question, which niche makes me the most money? I'm going to give you some tips. I'm going to give you some heads up, and I'm going to give you a few secrets. So come on in. There are different factors that you need to consider to determine which niche in real estate investing will really work for you. Actually, that's the key word. What's best for you, what type of person you are, and where you are already in your life, in your lifestyle, and in the industry. It depends on how deep you want this. Do you want quick cash? Do you want a real estate business? It depends. So it solely depends on you. I would start out by saying, figure out who you are for real, what you want to really do on a daily basis. Okay, so let's jump into it. Let me give you these ideas. Let me give you some of these things to go on, and then you decide. Let's talk about the first niche, wholesaling. Wholesaling takes repetition. Wholesaling takes a lot of consistency. Wholesaling also requires a little bit more legwork. The positive thing about wholesaling is it's quick cash. You can turn that money, it's quick cash, and you can get into it with very little experience, little to no experience. You can get into it with very little to no training. You can get into wholesaling real estate without a license. Wholesaling is a quick cash, quick turnaround method to use. Wholesaling, you'll see the money faster, it moves faster. It all depends again on how hard you work in your business. Wholesaling is a quick cash building mechanism as well. The successful wholesalers are the ones who focus on relationship building, great negotiating skill, and those that develop great relationship with other realtors, other wholesalers, and other investors. Wholesalers' key happy people are buyers, you want that, and sellers. Those are some great pros. Those are some great pros about the wholesaling niche. Now the con is you will see and you'll find yourself making more offers. You'll have less offers being accepted because your thing is getting that seller, that homeowner, to want to wholesale their property at a discounted rate. So one of the cons is you'll 9 times out of 10 make a lot more offers. You'll 9 times out of 10 make a lot more offers, or you have a lot more offers that will not be accepted. The offers are accepted less as a wholesaler because you're asking homeowners for this deeply discounted price. So you're trying to get a deeply discount on that property. So that's the only, I wouldn't say only, but that's one of the biggest downfalls of wholesaler. Outside of that, wholesaler is a great engine to start, a great engine to turn on. Once that engine is rolling and pumping, you're making money. Then the next thing you know, you're making more than what you were going to think you was going to make as a realtor. So I give A+ to wholesaling. Wholesaling is a great opportunity to start a 6-figure business without needing to put so much into it. It takes energy and it's going to be effort. It's going to be a little learning, but nothing good comes easy. But if you had to pick, wholesaling is actually the easiest niche in the real estate investing industry. Wholesaling helps you to build that cash because you're making a quick $4,000, $5,000, $14,000, $15,000. Some have made $24,000 and $25,000 per deal. So it's a quick cash, but what you want to do with that cash is not just spend it. Of course, it's a business. If you're treating it as a business and you want to add to and you want longevity and ownership as passive income. If you already have that credit, if you already have some cash, if you're ready to jump in and you've already decided that you want long-term and you're okay with repairs and you're okay with dealing with tenants, or you want to master how to deal with tenants or learn more about being a successful landlord, because quite honestly, most wholesalers go into being a landlord quite quickly. So that's basically where we are with wholesaling. That's what you get as a wholesaler. Great business, great idea, great start, even a great finish. Some people make six figures with that. They make $200,000-$300,000 a year and they're happy with that. And that is fine. It's whatever you want out of your business. The next niche is landlord. I always say that's another level. And I always tell wholesalers to make sure that you keep yourself open for the next level of investing, of real estate investing. And being a landlord is very lucrative as well, just as lucrative as wholesaling. It depends. If you start out doing things the right way as a landlord, and if you go back on a previous video, I talk about some of the no-nos, what not to do, some of the mistakes to avoid as a new landlord. If you go back and listen to that and write that down and keep that and follow those, you will definitely be profitable as a landlord. Being a landlord can be profitable. A lot of people shun away from being a landlord because of the repairs. But if you go in, you do certain things right the first time, and you look at location, you look at, there's some steps that you'll need to take in order to make sure that you have a good property, and also run a good business as a landlord. If you take those steps, it will be profitable. As a landlord, one of the things you have to consider is repairs, down payment on the property, or either all cash. So right now, depends on the amount of the house, you either need all cash or a hard money loan, or a loan, a conventional loan, or a loan that you'll have to put 20%, 25, maybe even 30%. So one of the reasons people started wholesaling so they can get that 20%, they can get that 25 and 30% that the bank is asking for. Once you have that, you dump that money into there. Now you have something that's building in equity, which is also an asset. Whereas with that wholesale money, if you do nothing with it, then you can be in trouble and you can be stuck in just wholesaling. Do both, diversify. I've been in real estate since 2003, and I actually do about 7-8 different ways with real estate. So once you're experienced, you'll find yourself experiencing different areas of real estate. You'll find yourself doing different things to generate a stream of income, multiple streams of income. And that's very key. That's important. To be successful, to retire early, to come and go as you please, to make the money that you really want, you're going to have to put in the work. So that con of landlord, some would say it's the repairs. Some would say it's getting the money to be able to purchase the rentals. So you can start out wholesaling, get that money, accumulate, save, reinvest, do other things, hold on, keep putting back into your business, and then start to invest. Do both. So be sure to diversify when you're talking about being an investor. That's when you really see your money come in. So as a landlord, you need that money to also have reserved for miscellaneous, for mishaps, for repairs, for vacancies. And we talk about being a landlord on some previous videos. So make sure you take some time out and take a look and go down the Rena MoMoney Plus channel and look at some of those videos that can help you out and help you succeed in this real estate. Speaking of succeeding in real estate, keep in mind you want to celebrate all wins. CAW, celebrate all wins. And that's what we're talking about today, celebrating all wins. If you're a wholesaler, if you're brand new and you're just getting started and you say, oh wow, I got my list, I got a list, I'm finally getting a list, celebrate that. If you just started your marketing and you finally got a call back, or someone actually texts you back something positive with an address or something of that nature, celebrate that. Celebrate all wins. CAW. Celebrate all wins. Go put it on your calendar today. Celebrate all wins. If you just passed your realtor exam, but you haven't did anything else, you haven't shown a property, haven't stepped foot, that's fine. You just passed. Celebrate all wins. Regardless how small it may seem, it's a win because it's a win towards better. Because that's your true goal, to become a better you. That is your true goal, to become a better you. Speaking of becoming a better you, I want to give my shout outs. You know, I like my shout outs. I want to give a couple shout outs to a few new subscribers who has decided to take this real estate head on and crush it. And you decided when you subscribed to the Rena MoMoney Plus videos. On this channel, we would talk about real estate investing. We would talk about wholesaling. We would talk about finance. I'll have tips and tools, some how-tos on how you can crush it in this real estate, whether it's wholesaling, landlording, or just being an investor. I like to thank my old subscribers, and I like to thank the viewers for coming back to check out the Rena MoMoney Plus. But I also like to give these shout outs to my new subscribers who are taking that time out. Give a warm shout out to LaShonda. Congratulations, LaShonda. I also like to give a shout out to Gertie Nas. I like to give a shout out to Aro and Robert Walker. you're somewhere up here on this video. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand for taking the steps to help yourself to become a better you. So if you haven't taken the steps and you haven't subscribed to the Rena MoMoney Plus video yet, take some time out, click that subscribe. Make sure you click the little belly thing so that you won't miss any of the good stuff that I got for you. Before we jump back in, I also like to mention that there's some great resources down in the description below. Show you how to text. If you're looking at being a realtor, if you're looking at doing a little bit more marketing and wholesaling, sending out letters, there's a lot of different resources. Click on the links. You also see if you need some one-on-one with me, some one-on-one coaching. There's a way you can schedule a one-on-one coaching call with me and get all your specific questions answered. Okay, jumping back. We've talked about wholesaling, some of the perks of wholesaling, how it's the easiest and fastest. We've also talked about being a landlord, how it's actually the best way for passive income. It's actually the next level up from being a wholesaler. And it's actually a quick way also to become wealthy and have money, and also to quit that job early and to retire early. Being a landlord is very lucrative as well. We want to jump into being a fixer, a rehabber, fix and flipper. You'll call those fix and flippers rehabbers. A rehabber is basically a person that's take a property that is messed up, needs work, needs rehab. They take it, they've purchased it at a very low discounted price with room in there with equity so that they can sell it once they fix it up, so they can sell it for retail. That's what a rehabber does. That rehabber takes the time out and go in and make it brand new. They put that money into that kitchen, that bathroom, that exterior, the interior, and make it brand new. A rehabber is very lucrative as well. Here's the difference. Here's the thing. As a rehabber, you need also money for the repairs itself. Now, there's something called hard money loan, whereas you can go in and you can have that funded to you. You can have that funded or placed in your loan where you don't have to have the money for the repairs, but it's included in your loan. That's something you need to check into if you're looking at being a rehabber, or stay tuned. Look out. We'll be talking about that on another video on being a rehabber and getting these properties, fixing them up and selling them at the retail price. The thing about being a rehabber, sometimes you may only make 25, 30, or 40,000 where you've underestimated the repairs. So a rehabber will master and get a good understanding of labor costs and repair costs, location, and there's some other things that you'll need to put into play and understand to be a successful rehabber. I'm not saying that's not good money, because I rehab as well. Great money. Here's the thing. As a rehabber, sometimes you may only make 25,000. Sometimes you may only make 40,000. It may take you 8 months. It may take you 9. It may take you an entire year. So that's something that you'll have to decide. Okay. Another good thing about being a rehabber is, as a rehabber and not a landlord, you don't have to worry about the tenants. You don't have to worry about things breaking a little later. You don't have to worry about it. You make that money and you go on to next. Almost like wholesaling. You make that money and you go on to next. It's not something that is always there. Always there, always there. But you'll still have to be consistent, and you'll still have to have persistence. Now, there is a lot of other niches in real estate, and we talk about that on a previous video on some of the niches in real estate that you may want to look into. You may say, well, I'm not a rehabber type. I don't feel like getting to know contractors and going through contracts with them and going through good contractors and bad contractors and all that good stuff, and understanding that full totality of rehabbing. I don't feel like that. I just want to make quick cash. Okay, that would be your wholesaling. You may say, well, you know what? I want something to build on. I don't want to, when I stop working, the money's not there. Because as a wholesaler, remember I said it takes consistency and repetition. You're constantly calling, you're constantly emailing, you're constantly showing. There's some repetition in wholesaling, and there's more legwork in wholesaling. But it just depends on where you are. If you would ask me, I say get to where you can do all three. That's being a true investor. And remember to always celebrate all wins, no matter how small it is. It'll help you get you to the next level, even if it's mentally helping you get there. Now, if I'm saying anything right now that's giving you something to say, or I'm saying anything on this video that make you say, I definitely want to continue to learn, you need to make sure that you subscribe. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. Then if you like if you like the video. But it helps out the channel if you subscribe, and it also helps out my channel if you like. So there you have it. A wholesaler makes quick cash, quick money, and sometimes can make the most money. Landlord, it's a long process, but you're building equity and you're building money. You're building as a landlord, and you'll also have passive income. So it depends on where you are. Fix and flip, of course, that's quick money too, but it's not as quick as being a wholesaler. It does take away all the repairs and all the other extra other stuff that you may not want to get deeply involved in as a landlord. So those are the three major ones. There are so many more in this industry, and we'll talk about that on the next video. So if you haven't already, subscribe, stay tuned, and watch the next Rena MoMoney Plus video. Take care.